What is up, guys? It is morphing time for the last time. Well, not the last time. It's definitely the last time for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Right Ranger by SH Figuarts. You have a nice and golden box with the regular background. And this is another Power Rangers release. To note, it's not a Zero Ranger one. They specifically made this one for Power Rangers, or at least the box. And there's a couple of things going on with this, where I think there might have been some old school engineering just recycled to get this one out, but let's get to that. First of all, he stands at 14, almost 14.5 centimeters, a little under it though, so he's actually smaller than all the other dudes I had in here. But yeah, 14.5, which means he's a little over 5.5 inches, I would say 5'6", even up to 5'7". Overall detail going on in the figure. One thing to note, one thing I'm actually really liking, because I not really complained, but I mentioned it in the other videos, they didn't have any detail, any wrinkles in the arms. It was all pretty straight. And with this guy, they actually did a lot over here at the bicep going on, and even down here. Other than that, of course, you have the helmet, which is very nicely done with metallic gold, clean white, a little pearl white. It's really shiny. And the rest of it is metallic. You have metallic white going on all throughout the body, except for the shield, of course. The shield is a plain black with a... well, the gold is still metallic. It should be. So that's accurate. You have the belt with the logo in there. And of course the holster and the boots with some more wrinkles going down. Which they all had though, so... as far as the articulation goes, it's more the same. The head doesn't have that much motion, a little bit of back and forth, side to side, and goes around. Where it's really at is the neck, which brings it all the way forward, and pretty much all the way back, and goes side to side a little bit. Gets somewhat blocked by the shield, but not that much. You still get a good range out of it. The shoulders itself, I feel like it's a lot looser than with the other guys. There's the hinge in there, connected to the torso and the floaty part. To height, all of that, which is doing a very good job. But yeah, you can bring it forward, you can bring it back, and all the way around. And as you can tell, this shield piece, the shoulder piece of the shield, is just on a hinge. Doesn't look good, but to me it's like an optional part. You can still bring the arms up to the side like that. And if you want to go further, you can, but it will not look good. Double hinged elbow, but it's the old one where this piece in the bicep is not really going all the way up, because they have the bigger wheel over here, the bigger, how do I call that? Not really a wheel, but this rounded piece is just blocking it a little bit. It's not the worst. It still gets decent motion out of it. I mean, it still goes up. Hand is the same stuff as usual, goes back and forth and all the way around. You have the cut ball joint in there. And then we get to the entire torso. The chest part is wriggling around, goes back and forth a little bit. It's fine, goes side to side. And down at the torso, once again, a little bit different than the other guys. As you can tell, the torso itself is very close to the crotch piece. As like with all the other Power Rangers I had in here, you had all this range over there, and you could tell that there was a hole just being covered up by the belt. But these pieces are a lot closer, so you're not getting a lot out of that. Legs are the same as usual. You pull them out, you bring them back and forward and to the side. Gets blocked a little bit by the butt, and it rotates. Actually, it's very stiff, but it does rotate up here at the thigh. Then we have double hinged knees. And the foot with an ankle rocker goes side to side, forward and back, and has a toe hinge. And now we get to the sad part where this guy really falls off. The accessories. Why? Because here's his hands. He has the two fist hands, which are on the figure in the box, which will not focus right now. There it is. Two fist hands. Alright. And you have the open hand for posing, and one holding hand. And that's all the hands. And of course you have Saba in the shortened version with where the sword is not really out. You can place that, take that one off, and put in the sword. Well, basically. For comparison's sake, I can't even grab the other one. There you go. So that looks good and everything. You have the metallic gray with the flat white and the metallic gold. Actually, very nice job on the head itself. Let me go in deeper. Yeah, this is very small, but it looks good. Also, you will need to disconnect these pieces if you want to put them in his holster. You know, just put that one up here and slide the other one down there. And that finally brings me to the final thoughts of the final Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And what a sad ending, because, hold on, I mean, this guy doesn't look bad. This guy looks fairly nice. But you have the problems with the articulation, which is not the greatest. This is not cool. This is not interesting. You have the torso, which is limited. I mean, everything else is alright. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a little bit of a step down compared to all the other Power Rangers figures. And the accessories are just bad. It's just like you don't have anything. You have one holding hand and one open hand and two fist hands. I think it's quite funny that I complained, well, not really complained, but I mentioned with all the other Power Rangers that they have a million holding hands, and this guy just has one. A single one to hold your sword. And there you go. I mean, yeah. Do I recommend this one? I mean, if you want to have your Power Rangers collection, of course, it's one thing you can't really miss out on. On the flip side, I mean, I think I said it already once, this guy is definitely the worst of the bunch. He's the weakest. I mean, rather say the weakest of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers SH Figuarts figures. Which doesn't mean he's bad, he's just the weakest. So that's gonna do it for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers SH Figuarts line. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like. And maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, games and stuff. And whatever the right Ranger wants.